keeps your enemies guessing, doesn't it? You know, which I understand. But yeah, apart from that, not much in the news really.
You're looking big, bro. Right, bro? No, no, you come
Here in Tokyo. This is Harajuku, is it? Harajuku? Near Shibuya, just north of Shibuya. Just having a drink, some ice cream. I treated myself to one of these Jordan. Is it Nike, is it? It's Jordan, which is Nike. Yeah. Vests. It's quite a nice one actually. It's quite a nice material. Because some of that material, I'm quite sensitive to it. This stuff seems good. It's it was about £45 in English money. So I don't think that's too bad. What was that in yen? Yeah, 9,600 yen. That's probably that's nearly £50, but well, yeah, about £47 I think in English money. But I looked at the NBA ones in America. This is an NBA and this is like a Jordan special one. The NBA ones in America are like $140, so, and this is a genuine one as well. It's like 30% off as well. But that was good. Yeah, I'll try that one later. I'm just going to go up here. Apparently up here there's a street called Takeshita Street. So I'll have to have a look down there, see what's down there. Apparently it's quite famous in Tokyo. It's just up there, 5-minute walk, so I'm going to go there next. Takeshita Street.
Many stone figures of Buddha in one area, then that means you're in a Buddhist temple. And so that's the second proof. And so that's how to distinguish between the two. So right now there's the Buddhist more common. around the same amount, but I'd say shrines slightly more shrines.
But it's also common to believe in both religions, right? Or
Yes, pretty much.
way of life.
We're not really religious, as in we practice both traditions and like traditions both religions.
There are no combined temples.
Oh, so actually there are. So that's interesting. That's because we as Japanese imported Buddhism, right? And we also imported Christianity. And so actually through the year 1879, we were kind of confusing between the three religions. And so in certain areas, if you go, there's like a cross and maybe a little bit quicker depending on traffic. So over here is actually one of the largest bells ever you'll find in a Buddhist temple here in Tokyo and also in Japan. So could you guess the weight of the bell? Made of solid bronze. Kilos. How's it like? 1200 kilos. Any more guesses?
Oh, I think it's even more.
More?
Yes.
3,000.
3,000.
5,000.
Yeah, 5,000 is on there.
It's actually 15,000.
15.
15,000.
Hey, and how do you bang it then?
So, you see the wooden pillar over there?
Yes.
So, Buddhist monks at 5 a.m. every day, and also at midnight, they will come in and actually bang so they'll attach a rope to the wooden pillar.
So and there's not one, maybe a lot.
It's actually two times.
Yeah, but 1 or 2 mornings, or how many people do you need?
That's only one.
Only one.
So, you have to be really strong. We don't speak good English. I'm not sure. We have completely different grammar from English and Japanese. Like the grammar is completely different. Like the order you have to speak in is like the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
For example, like I had water and water had ice.
Completely, yeah. And then also the alphabet.
Alphabet, yeah. There will be one of these streets, like a traditional Japanese, Zen garden. But since the emperor lives here, they decided to plant 2,000 of these trees.
Okay.
So right now it's 3,000.
Yeah. Oh, you cannot walk there.
Yeah, I think it's pretty sporadic. So like, they just spread them out unevenly. So yeah, it looks more natural. In Japan, like we value nature, like not artificial nature. Like, for example, I think British gardens have like square cut out.
That's right, yeah.
Like, we don't do that in Japan. So, like we here in Japan, we value more like her wife and his daughter, 3 people, and basically it's only open on 2 days a year. So on January 2nd, because it's New Year, and January 23rd because it's the Emperor's birthday. And so those 2 days are the only days it's open. Otherwise, it's always in the garden. And even when it's open, we can go to the servants, like pretty much, Western influence. Yes. And so this is actually one of the first kind of public parks that we got after, we westernized, as in, like after we opened our borders and we started, this is actually 1853, and this park is from, in the Meiji area. Yeah. And so there's a Meiji restoration, and after that it's during their visit. That also goes the same with, for example, Donald Trump. I don't think you have a too positive of image of him, but he also stays in this house, and so generally it's guest house, beautiful as well. Yeah. And so in Japan we have what's called a national treasure. So whenever something is of really high cultural value, then that's when we deem it a national treasure. And this is the only national treasure in Japan that has foreign style architecture. And so only national treasure that has, so it's pretty special. National treasure, the same goes, for example. So national treasure is like the highest level of importance of a cultural asset. So it's similar with, for example, shrines in certain temples in Kyoto or Nara. Yes, it's Nara as well. Yeah. And so some cities are like national treasures. Meter here is around 1 million euros, so pretty expensive on the person. Japanese tend to be a lot of like really modest with their fashion. See it? Yeah.
Parliament. Doing a bike trip today. Bike. Getting shades.
Yes. So that's pretty terrible. But
They should host it again. Shouldn't they?
And so there's a 70,000 people capacity, and I think you're going there tomorrow. You guys?
Yeah, is it here or the Tokyo Stadium?
Oh, FC Tokyo Stadium, it's a different stadium. This stadium is, I think, one of the largest. Has 70,000. There's a game. Yeah, there's a game. FC Tokyo and Shima Antlers from the really south side of the town. Game today. But on the weekends, there's more games.
There's like a 3D cat thing up there. It's gone now. Just waiting for this riverboat. Should be turning up soon. Had to get the metro here anyway. Yeah, it took about 45 minutes. Apparently it goes all around like the business district up the river. It's not too far from the Skytree actually. I can see the Skytree over that way. But yeah, it's another nice day in Tokyo. To sit in the shade. Because it's you get burned in that sun. I'm a bit worried though because not many people have come past that river. I think the boat will turn up, hopefully. I've seen like one boat go past. It's meant to be here, this is the boat, cruise boat. Hello. You have to cook that yourself. Cooking now.
It also appeared in a lot of famous anime in Japan, like Digimon. And does anyone like anime? So the first anime in Japan was premiered by this company. So a lot of people come here and take pictures with this building. And just beside the Fuji TV building, there is a Statue of Liberty here in Tokyo, but much smaller than the one in New York, of course. So in 1996, to commemorate the Year of France in Tokyo, the Statue of Liberty in Paris was shipped here for 1 year. But after this 1 year, she has to be sent back. The Japanese people were so sad about that. They missed her so much. So in response to the outcry, they have a replicas. It's the bridge called Rainbow Bridge.
make it yourself. In front of you. Unlimited soft drinks, but I'm going to get a sake, one of these ones. It's pretty nice. That was good. 25 quid. Too expensive. Yeah, nice view here as well. This is really good, this. It's Neo stuff. I've not had it before. It's kind of like sparkling, I don't know, like an appetizer. It's nice. It's slightly alcoholic. Cool building with a ball in the middle. Got, I think it's like a bank or something. Or some corporation, Japanese corporation. Headed back.
Hi everyone, welcome back. So how's the scenery upstairs? Do you like it?
そういったことが聞こえてくると思います。お楽しみください。東京温度です。
The boat trip, I don't know if it was worth $100, which is like 75 quid, which is what it was. But it was good. It was like a performance at the end, like in the second half as well, from like a woman who sang and a guy on the guitar. It was nice. Not bad. But yeah, I'll leave a review. I'll give you a souvenir as well, like a lucky coin. So. Tokyo Tower. Surrounded by NPCs. Yeah, I wouldn't stand on top of that. Not my thing. I think there is an outside bit, but my ticket only covers for this inside bit. It's more expensive to go outside upstairs, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to get ice cream anyway. Get an ice cream. the other side. Yeah, the river. Hibaya Park over there the other day. And then that bit over there, gonna have a look down there as well. These few buildings here. Have a look over there. After I go in this part, this bit here. That was the Sky Tower. From the bottom there it is. I didn't go to that top bit. You have to pay more money to go to that top bit. But not enough anyway. No, it's nowhere near as big as the Sky Tree. The Sky Tree's absolutely huge. It's probably like 3 times the size of that. Yeah, you got a good view. As you see. Yeah. It's quite. Apparently there was a typhoon in Tokyo last night, but it was just a little bit of rain and a little bit of wind. I think when they say typhoon, it can mean anything. Like at one end of the spectrum, it's like nothing, just a bit of rain, a bit of wind, and then at the other end, it's like a full-blown hurricane. But yeah, there was nothing. I went out to get dinner last night, and the waiter said, "Oh, be careful, there's a typhoon tonight." And I was expecting something bad, but it wasn't anything bad. It was pretty tame. It was like an average October day in England, basically. And we're in August now, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, not much happening in the news. I think that Donald Trump was. They said Donald Trump, Iran tried to take him out, which is kind of crazy, really, isn't it? When he was in Turkey, and they said he boarded Air Force One, and then he escaped without anyone knowing. Not escaped, but he went onto a catering truck without anyone knowing, because apparently there was a credible threat to Air Force One, which is kind of mental, really. But I was thinking, why would you tell people that happened? Could be a bluff, couldn't it? You know, it's clever. The security service would do that, when the Secret Service would do that. So now America's enemies will think, well, is he on Air Force One? Is he in a car? Is he on another airplane? Is he in a catering truck like this? You know. So it's kind of, yeah, if it is a bluff, it's kind of clever, really, because it keeps your enemies guessing, doesn't it? You know, which I understand. But yeah, apart from that, not much in the news, really. I have speaking to a family back home in England, and apparently it's still boiling hot over there, which is unusual. This has been going on for about 2 or 3 months in London, anyway. Maybe it's different in other parts of the country, but in London it's been like proper roasting for a number of months now. It's not too hot in Japan today. Probably what, 27, 28, something like that. But yeah, like I say, last night there was a bit of rain, so it's cooled the place down a bit. When I came here, it was very hot. Now it's more sort of like muggy, humid, not particularly hot. But yeah, there's lots of like nice parks in Tokyo. This is just like a random park next to that famous Buddhist shrine where I did the where I started the bike ride the other day. Yeah, I think that place over there is called Minato City or something. So I'm going to have a look there now. And there was another city I seen that was recommended on Instagram, another like part of Tokyo called Uedino or something. It's got loads of like restaurants and bars there, so I might check that out. The good thing is you can just get everywhere on the metro fairly cheaply. You know, like the trip here was about maybe 15 stops on the metro, and it costs the equivalent of £1. Like, well, what's that, $1.25 or something US? Nothing really. So, there's no point in getting taxis here. The traffic doesn't seem too bad, but I hear that taxis are quite expensive, so why would you get taxis when the metro system is so good? I've never seen the delay so far, and I've used it quite a bit. I mean, to be fair, the one in London, the TfL stuff in London is normally pretty reliable as well. In my experience, I used to use it quite a lot, especially since the Elizabeth line opened in London. It's become much better. Rector. Rector. I've got some cool streets around Tokyo. This is like Shinjuku, which is like the main bit. Well, the main party bit. The main pub bit. Nowhere really open. It's closed up. Just loads and loads of like little streets with bars on and stuff. The bars are pretty good actually, and they're not that expensive. Yeah. Mickey D's Japan. Busy though this morning.